Hello everyone, this is Urte from Redline Handcraft. Today is 25th of August and I'm coming back to you with some updates of cross-stitching and crochet. In front of you can see the finished FFO, fully finished object, which is temperature 3, designed by Sarah, Stitching Mommy. I started it 17th of January 2022. And I finished it on 21st of February, also this year obviously. It is stitched on Star Sapphire Joblin. If I remember correctly, I don't really have a note. It is 28 count. I stitched 1/1 for the tree and branches and 2/1 for the leaves. This design is based on the maximum temperature of every single day of 2021, and it is temperature in Vilnius, Lithuania. As you can see, the design itself is really showing that we have quite symmetrical type of weather, where the winter months are quite similar temperature wise, and the summer months in the middle of the year are also quite stable, quite similar. So I got it framed and it is now fully finished. I chose a more expensive glass that has less of a reflection and is up to 70% protective from ultraviolet radiation, so that the colors stay the way they are longer. I also had another piece finished. I already gifted it to my grandma that turned 80 years old this year. So I'm gonna insert the pictures or video how that one looked like. It is a design of Doreen Jones called Terrarium Home. I don't have exact day when I started it, but I finished it 17th of October last year, so 2021. That one was stitched, I believe it was 18 count either, but I don't know for sure because I don't really have it right now. I think I changed the fabric. I originally wanted to stitch on 14 count, but I decided to make it smaller. That one also has the same glass, but is more protective from ultraviolet radiation. To the whips or works in progress. First of the whips is Mini Deer Creek by Donna Gelsinger, I think. I should really know it because Darren, this stitcher, has stitched it already and he is stitching the second one for himself. The first one went to his brother. So this is where I am now. Yesterday I managed to reach 8% mark. I have stitched on it for 11 days now, I think, in total. So yeah, I've been working just filling in some of the confetti and also spreading to the, more to the right and to the top. But right now I am focusing on the partial page on the bottom and the one that goes above it. It has also some blue colors. Those are gonna be a part of water. And this is 25 count even weave. I don't remember the exact name of it, but I really love this fabric. As you may know if you have been following me, I have started it twice before on the different type of fabric, but that one was too stiff, so I eventually started it on this one, and I really love that idea that I restarted it for, or started it for a third time, because this one is really nice to work on. Let's move on to the next tip. Another one is Pandemic by the Long Dog Samplers. I'm super ready for this video. I don't remember another thing, which is how many percent I already have. I think it's 22 or 23%. But yeah, because I joined the cross-stitching game group on Facebook, I've been really stitching actively lately, so I had quite some progress. So that's how it looks for now. I still have that right border left to do on this side, and then I'm gonna go back to the left side and go up. If you remember, I said I would leave 2020 to mark the start of pandemic, and I said I would stitch my initials and the year when I would finish it, but as you might know, the design itself has initials on the right side, so I will just change those letters to the ones that would represent my initials, and I will also add the year when I finish it in the future, somewhere close to it, I guess. That would make more sense than anywhere else, really. So I'm working with DMC variegated floss, which is 115, and this is 22 count Hardanger, which is like antique white color. And the next whip is Maski by Сделай своими руками, or now it's, I think, Adriana, basically masks. It's a Russian brand, and it has specific type of floss that you had to basically organize on the organizers yourself. At this point it's a huge mess, but I'm really close to finishing it, so it's not a big problem. This is 14 count white Ada, and this is how it's gonna look like once it is finished. So I'm working in this area right now. I still have a few thousand of stitches left to do, I believe. I'm working with 2 strands of floss on Ada fabric, so obviously it's 2 over 1. And yes, I've been working on this mask, finishing it since the last time you saw it, and now moving to the right side. Because I changed the hoop, I managed to fill in the entire height of the chart, of the design. So I'm stitching quite chaotically. If I pick up any color that I prefer to work on, and yeah, that's how I work on this. Still will need to adjust the hoop one more time, because some of the stitches do not really fit in it. It's gonna be a little bit over. And now let's move to the finished object, which is finally Rainbow Tribal Monkey by Vayota's X-Stitch. It doesn't really fully fit in the frame, but I don't want to move you. When I saw the Letitia, the craft decorator or something like that, I don't really remember her channel name, she stitched it a while ago, and I really loved this design, so I got it from the designer. It was a kit, And I chose white Ada of 18 count, but I coffee dyed it myself. I stitched with 2 strands of floss. It is not a DMC, it's I think Madeira floss, that is really popular in the UK. And actually a nice coincidence happened. I really didn't know when I started it. I knew it was about 2 years ago. So when I checked, when I posted the first picture on my Instagram, it was 2020, 29th of July. And actually I finished it on 29th of July this year. So it took me exactly 2 years to stitch it and finish it. So that's a nice coincidence to have. And I put my initials in the year when I finished it on the bottom, in the middle. For now, I don't really know if I'm gonna frame it because it's quite big. I was thinking maybe I should make a cushion case and let it sit on my bed, but we will see, because a few days ago I took one of my finished pieces to get framed, which is Sky Watcher by Alona Koshkina. So that one is gonna be framed. We are planning to be done with it 13th of September, so it's gonna take them some time. They have quite some orders, but we might do it earlier. So I guess you will see it in my next Flosstube video, or if you follow me on Instagram, then it's gonna be there before I even film the next Flosstube. If you want to see it earlier, then make sure you follow me on Instagram. Now let's do some acquisitions. First thing that I forgot to mention, I made some needle minders. I bought some small magnets and attached them to a couple of buttons. This one used to be one of the earrings that my sister made, but one of them is quite damaged. The paint is peeling off, so I took the hook off and turned it into a needle minder. The other one is also a button that I just had in my stash. So those are mini acquisitions when it comes to the magnets that I got. And the actual real cross-stitching acquisitions, there was a sale going on one of the websites that we have in Lithuania that sell cross-stitching kits. They were selling out the Russian kits because of the sanctions. We are not planning to order them again, so we are selling the ones out that we have. And because I really wanted one of the kits for quite some time, I just had been resisting buying it. I got that one, which is this one, Oven, or I think it's Eris in English. It is called Autumn Lanterns, or Osenia Fanariki. The finished size is gonna be 28 by 29 centimeters, don't ask me in inches. So yeah, it's a kit with like a light brown Ada. Let me check which count it is. I don't really see it written here, but it has 26 colors. And I think it might be 14 count, or maybe 16. I guess it is 16 based on the number that is written, but it is different. It doesn't have CT that would give away that it is a count, but I guess it's 16 count light brown Ada. I really love those type of plants. I don't know if they can be called flowers, so let's go with plants. You cannot go wrong with that one, I guess. So that was the reason I bought some kits from that online store. And of course, because cheap kits cannot go travel alone, you know, so I got some others. So I got this one, Żar Pizza, or right now we are called MP Studio, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I already had this one, so I decided to get him, you know, a friend that is from the same series of designs. This one is quite a small design, 18 by 15 centimeters, or 6 by a little bit over 7 inches, I believe. Oh yeah, it's written for dummies like me. 7 by 6 inches. And the designer of this one is Angelika Ivanova. The artist is Mikhail Slovyov. And of course those are the same that made the other one that I got earlier. It has 14 count Ada and it has Moulinet floss. This one has 18 colors and that one has 22. It is just a regular white Ada. I think I still am going to start with the one that I got first. It's gonna be the first one I'm gonna stitch, and then once I finish the first one I'm gonna stitch another frock. The next one is also Oven or Aries. The design in Russian is called Kalina Krasnaya. This one is a different package, so it doesn't really have... Does it have English version? It doesn't. It only goes in Russian. I cannot really translate it just like that. It's something red, I guess, those berries that I have no clue how those are called in English. But that's okay. And the size is 30 by 31 centimeters. It has 25 colors. If you know me better, you know I'm obsessed with autumny colors like yellows, oranges, red shades, browns. If there are some green shades, it's fine. It also works for me. So yeah, this is a really tempting design to stitch. But I guess I will stitch the lanterns first. And this goes with white Ada. Also 16 count, I believe. It's again the strange marking. But yeah, the chart itself is in color, and the designer is Anna Petunova. The fourth one I got from the same sale is already MP Studio. I'm trying to find the name of the design, but I don't really see it. This one only says that it's for stitch kit, which is translated. Then on the bottom, I cannot really fit in the frame today. Finished size is 36 by 28 centimeters. It also gives the size in inches. It is designed by Anastasia Artemeva. Probably I'm butchering it, but it is created by Marina Kasperskaya. But I don't really see the name of the design itself. It's strange that it doesn't really have it. It only has the number, which I guess goes in Russian letters, so it's NV680, if that helps you to find it if you are interested. I also don't see the count of Ada, so I cannot really tell you the count of fabric, but hopefully it's not 14 count, or maybe it's 16, hopefully. And it also doesn't say how many colors there are. I don't really want to open it right now. That's the design. I really love those, you know, old school type of Christmas tree ornaments. So that's why I got it. And now let's move on to some of crochet. As you might know, I've been stitching a hippo with some African flower motifs, but because I took a huge break from it, what happened now my tension is quite loose. So the ones that I have made recently, they are quite bigger from the ones I've made before. So I decided to put them away. I still have them, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. for now I just keep them. So yeah, I have, I guess, restarted this project without even knowing it at first. So I have 6 pieces and there's a lot more to go, but it's really nice to crochet it once in a while. It doesn't take that long, but of course you need to really make sure you do it right, and you know, the number of stitches correspond to the chart, because otherwise the length of each side might be different, and you really need to make them in the same length so that you can attach them to each other once you've done once you've done crocheting it, those. So that's it for the crochet section today. A quick life update. My sister just had a new baby. It's a girl, so now I'm a double auntie, because she already has a son. He's 6 years old, and now he's gonna have, well, now he has a sister. He is super excited about it, because he really wanted a sibling, and I'm happy, you know, for that new family member. She looks super tiny compared to my nephew, yeah, but you know, she's healthy, everything is fine, so we are really happy. I guess that's it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. Let me know in the comments down below which of the kits that I got you liked the most. Maybe you have started one of them already, and if you need additional information, like you know, codes of those kits to be able to find them, let me know. I'm pretty sure some of the stores might still have them. Might be not possible for you to get it from Russia because of the sanctions, but you might find it in some of the stores that have them in their stock. So again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you liked it, make sure you subscribe and hit on the bell to get notified when I post a new video, because I don't really have a regular schedule. And remember, you are only crazy till you make it. Bye!